Welcome to the SysUp video on implementation teams. Implementation teams play a critical role in the implementation of any new practice or program. In this video, we will look at two different implementation approaches to see the benefits of developing a team. Meet the Roseville Superintendent and District Curriculum Director. They just decided to implement a new science program at the high school to address their concerns with the most recent state test scores. The curriculum director held a meeting with the science teachers at the high school to review the program and then purchase the program plus the training. 2 weeks before the school started, the science teachers completed the 2-day training and were expected to start implementing the program the first week of school. Now let's meet the Daisyville Public Schools curriculum director and superintendent. They recently received their state testing results and noticed that their science scores at the high school were starting to decline. They pulled together an implementation team consisting of a high school principal, high school science teachers, a special education teacher, a middle school science teacher, a local science instructor from the community college, a junior student, and a parent to discuss the results and problem solve. After completing a root cause analysis of the scores and examining additional data points, they discovered that their current science programming no longer aligned with the state science standards, specifically in freshman biology. A few weeks later, the team met again to complete a hexagon tool and review data collection from several stakeholders. The team decided to make some minor shifts to the science curriculum and select a new program for freshman biology. A month before school started, the middle school and high school science teachers attended a 2-day training on the new program for biology, and the implementation team created a plan for coaching and data collection once school started. While the Roseville School District process may seem like the more common and efficient approach when implementing a new program or practice, developing a team can ensure that the program or practice meets the need and that proper supports are in place to implement long-term. Another vital role of the team is to barrier bust through the challenges that may occur with implementation. Let's see how this plays out in our two districts. The Roseville School District high school teachers realized quickly at the training the impact and shift on their curriculum was a significant undertaking. They had many questions, concerns about the need to shift in the first place, and noted there were gaps in the content at the middle school level. Not sure who to turn to, the teachers did the best they could and tried to use the material in their instruction. During a mid-year observation, the high school principal noticed the issues and frustrations. The principal contacted the curriculum director. The curriculum director decided to contract with the program company for an additional day of training in January for the teachers. Now let's check on the progress at Daisyville Public Schools. After the science teachers at Daisyville completed their training, they provided feedback and questions to the implementation team. The team noted instructional shifts needed to occur in biology. The teachers discovered that a few curriculum gaps required attention at the middle school. Based on the feedback, the team met with the regional science coach to address the instructional shifts in biology. The coach would begin meeting and co-planning with the biology teachers. The team also put a plan in place to address the curriculum gaps at the middle school. Finally, a feedback loop was put in place between the teachers, implementation team, and regional coach to ensure that the work was heading in the right direction throughout the first semester. Without the support of an implementation team, the Roseville teachers went unsupported and quickly became frustrated. There were significant concerns that went unaddressed. The Daisyville team, however, even though there were challenges, had the support, planning, and guidance of the implementation team. The teachers' voices were heard and valued throughout the process of implementation, which led to concerns being addressed. Let's check out how our two districts did their first year of implementation. A year into implementation, the science teachers at the Roseville School District resorted to using their previous programming because the new program was confusing and difficult to use. As a result, there were no changes to the student outcomes, and the curriculum director felt that time and money were wasted. The science teachers at Daisyville Public Schools had a very different experience. They felt their feedback was valued and heard. The biology teachers received coaching support, and the concerns at the middle school were addressed. As a result, the overall implementation process continued, and many teachers began teaching with fidelity. The implementation team is collecting data, making decisions on the programming, and continuing to address barriers. The team is hopeful the program will begin showing an increase in student outcomes. Implementation teams are essential for implementing a program or practice. Teams carry out the necessary work to implement, improve, and maintain changes in practice. When teams work together, the implementation process runs smoother to meet and sustain outcomes. For more information, explore the additional resources on the Teams page of the AI Hub.